27th, driving up to Huntington, I don't even know how to pronounce it, Huntington, Pennsylvania. And I'm meeting with a coffee shop owner up there, a place called Standing Stone Coffee. I met them at Creation Festival this summer. They had a booth, they had like a little cafe set up there at Creation, and I talked to one of their managers and I ended up meeting the owner and just really liked everything about what they stood for. I mean, they had good coffee, they had great products, but we had a lot of similarities in how I see home being and what their coffee shop was like, which was really just a place of community, a place where that functions in many ways like a church, you know what I mean? In that they help a lot of people. They do a lot of outreach. They do a lot of good in their community. They volunteer a lot. They, you know, they help people find resources to things that they might need that are holding them back from living their best lives. And, you know, for me, that really is what home is going to be. That was always the idea. It was to take that "what can I do for you" attitude and put it into a social setting. Because like I said, when I turned my life around, I just found a shortage of things to do and people to do them with, and I was staying at home every night by myself, and I was really looking for a place like this, and it wasn't out there. Now, I don't know what this place is like. I'm gonna find out. But you know, for me, I want to create an environment that I would enjoy, you know, and I feel like I have a good gauge on what, you know, what's lame and what's not lame. You know, I want to make it really, really cool, like regardless of where you're from, what your lifestyle is, what kind of decisions that you're currently making, that you could walk in and feel like, you know, wow, this place is really cool, you know, and you could have a good time there. Now we're going to remove obviously all the negative stuff, you know, but it's more about the culture than it is anything. It's about creating a culture in a place, you know, so that even if there's beer and wine, even if there's liquor, even if there's, you know, a DJ and dance music, and, you know, there's going to be a lot of the elements that you would find in a coffee shop or a bar or any other bar, but what's going to be different is the culture. It's going to be the people that are different, because, you know, it's going to be a hub for City Fan people, number one, and we've really done a good job of creating a culture that is, you know, one where you are your brother's keeper. But, you know, it's going to be the overall vibe of the place is going to be one of support and sacrifice. And, you know, I often say it's not where you are, it's who you're with. Personally, I don't like going to a bar. I've said if I'm the one guy heading, you know, this direction and everyone else is headed in the opposite direction, then that's not going to work for very long. And not only that, it's not going to be very enjoyable for me. But when I'm in a bar with 50 to 100 other like-minded people, like I am with City Fam, at City Fam events, then it's actually rather enjoyable. I actually like being in a bar. It's, you know, there's music, there's food, there's, you know, games or whatever, there's girls. Like, being in a bar is fun if you're with the right people. So that's what we really want to do. But in addition to that, it's also going to be a hospital for the broken, you know, and I've said that before, where we all know people that need something. You know, they might need a 12-step, they might need friends, maybe they're depressed, maybe they need God, maybe they need church, but you can't get them to the places where they can find the help that they need, because maybe the places don't fit them. Maybe they have preconceived notions about those places. Maybe they haven't hit bottom yet, you know what I mean? And so they're not ready for help. But you could get them to a bar, you know? And if in that bar the culture was right and it was filled with people that actually, you know, were normal and had their act together and cared about them, then the people would start to figure things out. They'd start to figure the junk out in their life. And that's really what we want to do with home. So I'm excited. I'm excited to meet with this guy today and see what he's about. Really, the idea is, if, you know, we have some synergy, then my idea is hopefully we can get our coffee from him, and maybe he can help us implement systems, because that's the one thing that scares me about opening home. You know, I would want to do the coffee shop, the non-alcoholic drink portion of it with my mom, and neither one of us are really business operators, so that part of the business scares me a little bit, but with someone's help, I'm sure we can learn it. So anyway, I'm hoping to you know, connect with this guy, and maybe we can do something really cool. I don't know when home is going to open. Still kind of at a standstill as far as that goes. Haven't heard from the owner of the building in a while. It's been a few weeks, but I am doing everything in my power to prepare for when that door opens, because I do believe it is going to open. I just don't know when, and I just got to work as hard as I can until it does to make sure that we're ready. So that's it.